Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. As you know, our USP is CSP, the complete solution provider. Today I am bringing the topic related to income tax, which is favorite for everyone, right? And so now the point is, what are the type of things you can do which can help you in saving the tax, or what are the provisions available in the income tax law? I will not be covering commonly known factors such as
Please like,
HRA,
subscribe, share, comment.
children education allowance, cost of travel allowance, or any other kind of PF, PPF, ELSS scheme, mutual fund deductions are there, home loan interest and the principal interest are there. However, let's talk about something which is not so common. One is 80GGG. As you can see in 80GGG, in case you are not receiving HRA, you are eligible for the deduction under 80GG for house rent allowance. There are few conditions, but please go through that. Everyone is aware about the 80D medical insurance, right? However, it's very uncommon in the people that they are not familiar with the preventive health checkup deduction. So mostly people claim for the insurance premium. However, in case you have done your full body checkup in a year, so that deduction is also available, and there is a specified limit also for that. So please go through that. Under ATC, we all know there is a total limit of 1.5 lakhs, right? So however, we need to consider ATCCT 1B section, which talks about additional 50,000 rupees of deduction available for all the residents. So this, what is this deduction? This deduction is about the NPS. So please take care of that as well. Very base we can talk about. It's about which tax regime you want to talk about, right? If you are availing new tax regime or the old tax regime, then there are it has its own available deductions, exemptions, and accordingly your tax get calculated. So selection of whether new tax or old tax, please go whenever you file your income tax return or you do your tax calculations, please do based on the both the regime and see what are the assessments are coming in. One very common factor is that in case in a particular year we are not having any kind of income, or we are into the business, or we are having only losses, please do not forget to file your income tax return and claim carry forward losses, because there is a provision in the income tax. Whenever you file your return, you provide the information about what are the losses you have taken, and there is specific provisions like which can consider whether it's going to be carry forward or not, right? So whenever you have income in future, it will set off from that. So that's also one thing. Be careful with respect to political party contribution. In last few years, many of the people are hearing from others, and they are claiming deductions under the political party contribution. Now there are two kind of things which are happening. Is one, there is no political contribution but still we are claiming it, or there are fake political parties, all right, and they are providing you receipts but they does not exist, all right. So in that case, please ensure that your claiming political party contribution is backed by full evidence. So because in last few years it has happened that income tax department has served the notice and they found the political parties does not exist. So please ensure that thing. So these are the few tips with respect to how to save tax, which is not so common. I will talk about now things which needs to be taken care while filing the income tax return. All right, because that is very important to file the income tax return, and there is a deadline of 31st July as well as 30th September and 30th November also in some cases. So what are the things which needs to be taken care? First of all, you can see on the screen that there are different type of income tax return. I can simplify this that ITR 1 and 2 usually for salaried employees, ITR 3 and 4 usually for the person who are running their business or profession. So in case you do not consider a correct income tax return form, then your income tax return will be defective one, and you can face the consequences. You will receive under 139 subsection 9 also you will receive the notice that your return is defective, so you need to revise again. So please, before filing the income tax return, please ensure which one is optimum for you. The residential status is very very important, because this is something which covers about the scope of income, whether you are resident, ordinary resident, or the resident, or you are NRI, right? There is a section of personal information in the while filing the income tax return. So in the personal information, please ensure that all the bank account details, because income tax department specifies that you have to talk about, or you have to register all the bank account details there, right? So that is very very important. Another thing, please ensure that your all mobile numbers, your personal address details, all the things are there. And in the personal information segment only, you get whether you are going to opt for the new tax regime or the old tax regime. By default, you will be considered for the new tax regime, so please check that as well. Now coming to one important factor is selection of old versus new, which we talk about. So that's very important, and reconcile all the information available, because what happens when you file the income tax return, so at that point in time you have all the informations already pre-filled, right? So please ensure that you verify this with form 26AS as well as the AIS. All right, it's available on the income tax portal. Then also verify with your the documents, bank statements, or your CTC, employment offer letter. So those informations are also there. So you verify, reconcile from each aspect, so that you don't get any kind of defect or misinformation in terms of serving wrong information, right? Ensure that you have all the proper evidences, because at the time of filing your income tax return, you do not need to upload anything, right? However, there are a lot of AI based checks and controls available at the income tax department, who actually in case find any kind of deviation, they will serve a notice to you, and they will be asking about the information which is required, or the evidences or the documents. So please ensure that you have all the information available with you, backed by the proper evidences. All right. Now sometime it happens that I have seen personally, in case you are doing any kind of contribution to the charitable trust, or any kind of religious trust, or political parties, right? So I have seen few peoples are doing, not actually, they are not transferring online to these parties, but they are buying the material from the supplier, and they are providing these material to these political parties, or the charitable trust, or the religious trust. In that case, you are not eligible for the deduction. It's very much clarified in the rule that you have to do the online transaction, and you have to transfer the money. All right, then only you are eligible for the tax deduction. Now very important factor, capital gain. So please ensure that whether you have purchased or sell any kind of mutual funds or shares, or kind of dividends you have any received, or in case of property sale purchase, then please ensure the proper capital gain calculation has been done, right? The most important factor, advance tax. In case you are covered under the advance tax, how in most of those cases what happens, that salaried employed, there is a TDS provision is already there, which happens on a timely basis. However, if advance tax is applicable, then please ensure that on a timely basis you are depositing it. All right, otherwise you can face the consequences of interest and penalty, right? Your return will not be considered as a submitted one until and unless it is e-verified. So please ensure that verification is very very important. Sometimes what happens, we file the income tax return, and some technical issues are there or the network is not working, then we think that okay, we will verify it later on, and we forget, and the timelines actually then comes up. So it's very important that the filing of the income tax return, it's one part. The second part is the verification is very important. All right, so these are the few tips about how to save tax. What are the common things which we need to avoid? What are the ITR forms available? How is it applicable to whom? All right, so this is the very concise, precious information available in this video, and I would request, in case you have any kind of guidance or suggestions you require, please reach out to me this number which is available on the screen. All right, I am very happy to share my knowledge or to help you out. All right, it's very important that we do not do any kind of tax evasion or any kind of malfunctioning with respect to saving our tax. So we have to be very compliant with the income tax rules and laws, because these are the things which actually helps in a longer run in the development of the nation as well. So thank you so much for watching the full video. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye bye.